What's up, Patriots? Welcome back to Patriot Prepper, your go-to source for real-world survival, prepping, and self-reliance. I'm Kelly. If you're here, that means that you're ready to get prepared, stay informed, and take control of your future. Today, we're diving into prepping for beginners, 10 things you must do now. Because let's face it, the world is not getting any safer. If you're new here, welcome to the Patriot family. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a single video or survival tip. So before I start, I just want to apologize in advance. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than my normal videos. And just because how much information that I'll be covering in this video, just sit back, relax, hell, even close your eyes. Wait. Now, don't close your eyes, especially if you're listening to this while you're driving. That probably wouldn't be very good. Anyways, I hope that y'all enjoy the video and take something from this. Thank y'all. All right, enough talk. Let's get into it. All right, folks. So if you're new to prepping, welcome to the club. No, there's not going to be no secret handshakes or tinfoil hats required. Just good old-fashioned common sense and a healthy dose of self-reliance. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 10 things that you must do right now to start prepping the right way. No fluff, no fear-mongering, just practical steps to make sure you and your family are ready for whatever life throws at you. So grab a pen and paper, take some notes, and let's get started. Now, when we talk about prepping, most people's first reaction or thoughts is stockpiling food, ammo, having a bunker in your backyard. Oh yeah, and bugging out with your bug out bag into the wilderness, right? Well, that might kind of be right, but really prepping starts way before that. See, prepping is a lifestyle. And in order to become a lifestyle, that means we must change the way we think. I call this our mindset shift. So first things first, if you're still expecting the government, the grocery stores, and your neighbor Todd to bail you out of an emergency, think again. The biggest step in prepping is to change your mindset from someone will come and save me to I'm responsible for my own survival. Start looking at your everyday world through the lens of self-reliance. Kind of think, what would you do if the power goes out right now? Or how I would get home if my car broke down and my cell phone was dead. This shift in thinking is the foundation of prepping. In the world of preparedness, mindset is everything. While having a well-stocked pantry and the latest survival gear is important, they are only part of the equation. The most critical component of prepping is the ability to think ahead, adapt, recognize that the world that we know it can change in an instant. One of the biggest challenges for new preppers is overcoming the reliance of normal. The expectation that life will just continue as usual without any major disruptions. The concept of normal is an illusion actually that leads many to complacency. Whether it's economic stability, political structures, supply chains, or access to food and water. All of these elements that people take for granted are more fragile than they seem. By shifting one's mindset away from the dependency of normalcy and towards a mindset of preparedness, individuals can ensure their own safety and security when disaster strikes. So understanding the normal bias. The enormously biased is a psychological phenomenon in which people underestimate the possibility of disaster because they assume that all things will always function as they have in the past. This belief is one of the greatest threats to preparedness. Many individuals ignore clear warning signs simply because they've never experienced a true crisis before. And some of these examples of enormously biased include maybe People refusing to evacuate in advance of a hurricane despite clear warnings. Maybe individuals dismissing economic warning signs and continuing to maybe live beyond their means. Or even over relying on grocery stores and supply chains, assuming that they will always function properly. I know y'all remember what happened around COVID, right? Couldn't find toilet paper, and a lot of the stuff that we wanted or needed wasn't on the shelves, right? Throughout history, societies have faced sudden and catastrophic changes, from financial collapse to natural disasters, even geopolitical conflicts. Countless events have shown that those who rely on normal are often the ones left vulnerable when reality shifts. Kind of like Israel on October 7th. Everyone was just enjoying their day, and then all of a sudden the shooting and killing starts. Well, something like that could happen here. Maybe not to that extent, but there are bad people in our country, and all they want to do is hurt as many people as they can. And we must be ready for when that time comes. To become a true prepper, we must develop a proactive, self-reliant mindset. This means accepting that disruptions can and will happen. Rather than hoping that society will always recover quickly, preppers prepare for the possibility that that might not be the case. So how can we cultivate this critical mindset shift? Well, acknowledge that change can happen. Economy crash, government collapse, and natural disasters kind of occur regularly now. Understanding this is the first step to effective prepping. Develop situational awareness. Stay informed on global events, economic trends, and security threats. Relying on mainstream media alone can lead to false sense of security, which I will go more in detail on that in a few minutes. Next, question convenience and dependency. Modern life thrives on convenience, but what happens when the power grid fails or food supplies run dry? Learning to live without these conveniences is crucial. Adapt self-sufficient lifestyle. Building skills in gardening, first aid, self-defense, water purification, and home security. And then establish networks of like-minded individuals who value preparedness and can also provide mutual support. You want to be proactive, not reactive. Waiting until a crisis occurs to take action is too late. Begin now, stockpiling essentials, securing shelters, and creating an emergency plan. Treat preparedness as a daily lifestyle, not just a contingency plan. So history has proven that normal is a temporary state. Those who assume that societies will always function smooth are at great risk. When disaster strikes, government assistance and emergency services are often very overwhelmed, leaving unprepared individuals to fend for themselves. We've all seen this time and time again. I mean, consider the recent events such as the COVID-19 pandemic, right, which caused mass shortages of basic necessities, right, toilet paper. Many people who relied on normal supply chains found themselves without food, some without water or essential medical supplies. Meanwhile, those who had prepared were able to weather the crisis in a lot greater ease, should I say. In the event of a economic collapse, a grid failure, or civil unrest, those who depend on normal will face significant hardships. By shifting one's mindset and adopting preparedness lifestyle, individuals can protect themselves and their families from these types of disruptions. So, guys, the world is unpredictable, and relying on normal is a dangerous gamble. By shifting your mindset from complacency to preparedness, you take control of your own survival. A true prepper understands that change is going to happen and prepares accordingly. Preparedness is not about fear, it's about empowerment. It's about ensuring when disaster strikes, you're not caught off guard, scrambling for resources like everybody else. The time to shift your mindset is now. Normal is an illusion, preparedness is reality. Are you ready to embrace the mindset shift? All right, so number 2, situational awareness. This is going to be your number 1 survival skill. Have you ever seen the people just walking down the streets, staring at their cell phones, oblivious to what's going on in their surroundings? Yeah, don't be that person. Situational awareness is the art of paying attention to what's happening around you. People, exits, potential threats, anything unusual. Train yourself to notice details, avoid sketchy situations, and always have a plan to get out of Dodge. The best way to survive a bad situation is simple. Don't be in it. See, preparedness isn't just about stockpiling that food, that water, that ammo, that gear. It's about having the ability to recognize threats before they happen. This is where situational awareness becomes your most critical survival skill for any prepper. In an unpredictable world, knowing how to assess your surroundings, detect danger, and make quick, informed decisions can mean really a difference between life and death. Situational awareness is not paranoia. It's a practice skill that helps you stay one step ahead of potential threats, from everyday encounters to large-scale disasters. Maintaining awareness allows you to react efficiently to avoid danger and protect yourself and your loved ones. So maybe some of the newer preppers are asking themselves, what is situational awareness and how can I apply it? So basically, situational awareness is the ability to perceive, understand, anticipate what's happening around you in real time. It involves observing your environment with intent, recognizing potential threats or unusual behaviors, predicting possible dangers before they unfold, and making decisions based on the information that's gathered. This skill is actually used by military personnel, law enforcement, emergency responders, but it's just as essential for preppers and actually everyday civilians. So you might be asking yourself, why is situational awareness so crucial for preppers? Well, one, it helps you avoid dangerous situations. Like I said before, the best way to survive a threat is to avoid it entirely. Recognizing warning signs in advance allows you to remove yourself from harm before it escalates. You're able to react faster during emergencies, whether it's a natural disaster, civil unrest, a personal attack. Heightened awareness allows you to react quickly and appropriately. And then you're also able to make decisions better under stress. Situational awareness helps you process information calmly, avoiding panic, and make rational choices in high pressure situations. Also, enhancing home and personal security. So, being aware of your surroundings helps you detect suspicious activity near your home or during daily routines, reducing the risk of becoming a target. So, how can you develop this situational awareness? So, observe people without being obvious, right? Pay attention to people, their behaviors, exits, and the potential threats that are in your environment without making yourself a target. Limit distractions. Avoid excess phone usage, loud headphones or earbuds, or any other type of distractions that prevent you from fully assessing your surroundings. Next, you'd want to establish baselines and identify anomalies, right? So know what is normal for that particular environment so that you can quickly spot when something is out of place. And then you could practice the OODA loop, right? Observe. So that means pretty much notice everything around you. You're paying attention to that. And then orient, right? So assess potential threats, right? So now You was looking everywhere. You was aware of your surroundings. You were oriented on something that could be a potential threat. Now you go to the D. So decide, right? Decide. Um, so choose your course of action. What are you going to do? And then the A is for act. So take immediate steps to protect yourself, your family, your loved ones, whoever's with you. All right. So we need to train our mind and body. So participate in maybe self-defense, survival drills, or even just mental exercises that improve your reaction time and ability to remain calm underneath pressures. I know a lot of people, we do our dry fires with our pistols and stuff, that's getting our muscle memory to where it allows you to act a lot quicker without having to think, right? Another big one is to trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Your intuition is often your first warning sign of danger. Don't ignore it. All right, so situational awareness in everyday life. I mean, we could do it, you do it in public areas, right? Look for your known exits. Watch for suspicious behavior. Keep an eye on your belongings. If you're traveling, so before you go, be aware of the local crime trends, right? Avoid unsafe areas and have an emergency plan. You can use situational awareness at home, you know, monitor your surroundings, reinforce security measures, and stay prepared for unexpected events. And then also, so during emergencies, you want to stay alert, gather information, and take decisive action to ensure the safety of your family and yourself. So, just so we're clear, situational awareness is more than just like looking around, right? It's an active mindset that enhances your ability to survive and thrive in any situation. By making this skill a daily habit, you increase your chances of avoiding danger, responding effectively during crisis, and protecting those who depend on you. Preparedness starts with awareness. I mean, not really, but it sounded good, right? Preparedness starts with awareness. Are you ready to sharpen your survival instincts? All right. So, my number 3, that would be water. You can live without food for weeks, but without water, 3 days, maybe less if it's hot. Store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for a minimum of at least 2 weeks. Now, that's just for drinking. You also need water for cooking, for cleaning, hygiene, and pets. Learn how to collect and purify rainwater. Locate nearby streams or other water sources, and always have a way to filter it, like a Sawyer Mini or maybe even a Life Straw. All right. Number 4, food. So your goal isn't just to hoard food. It's to build up a system that keeps you fed without relying on daily grocery runs, right? Start with the basics: rice, beans, canned food, canned meat, maybe peanut butter, pasta, freeze dried meals. But don't forget spices. I mean, because we all know bland food sucks, right? And comfort foods like chocolate and coffee. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Anyways, you want to rotate your stock. First in, first out, right? So nothing expires. All right, so number 5, build a get home bag or a bug out bag. So if your car was to break down 20 miles from home during a winter storm, could you walk back safely? A get home bag is a small survival kit designated for exactly that. Now a bug out bag, uh, it's a 72-hour emergency kit. or bag. A bug out bag is a 72-hour-ish emergency bag. And you'll have this if you have to leave home fast. The essentials for this, you're looking at water, food bars, fire starters, knives, flashlight, extra socks, underwear, a way to protect yourself. Uh, if you want more details on that, you can check out some of my videos about my get home bag and bug out bag. I have videos on both. Okay. All right. Next, number 6, first aid. Learn it and stock it. All right. A well first aid kit is non-negotiable. All right. I'm talking about tourniquets, Israeli bandages, antiseptics, painkillers, uh, bleed stop, all that plus knowledge, right? Because guess what? In a disaster, you are the first responder. If you can, take a first aid or a stop the bleed class. Your knowledge could save lives. All right. Number 7, home security and defense. So if things get bad, your home is your fortress, right? Your castle. Reinforce doors and windows. Install security cameras. Have a plan to defend your property. Firearms, but know the laws. Train regularly and always practice safe handling. Now, if you're not into guns, uh, get a baseball bat. I don't know, pepper spray, or even wasp spray. Something like that. But also, you want to make your home look less like a target. You know, um, no, we have stockpiles of food signs. You don't want that. Which brings me kind of into when we talked about defense, EDC, right? Everyday carry. To me, this is not only a prepper's first line of defense, but actually everybody's first line of defense. See, like I said before, prepping isn't just about stockpiling food and water for a future crisis, right? It's about being prepared at all times. This includes your daily routines. This is where EDC comes into play. EDC refers to the essential tools and items you carry with you every day to enhance your preparedness, safety, and self-reliance. Whether it's for a power outage, a car breakdown, a sudden emergency, having the right gear on you can make a significant difference. So for preppers, EDC is not just a convenience, it's a necessity. You never know when disasters are going to strike, and having the right tools right there at your fingertips can mean the difference between control and chaos, or survival and vulnerability. So why is EDC so crucial for preppers? Well, one, I think it's immediate preparedness. So, disasters don't wait for you to go grab your bug out bag. Um, your EDC ensures that you have survival essentials on you, on hand at all times. And then self reliance in unexpected situations. Whether you're facing a medical emergency, a self defense situation, or a simple power outage, your EDC gear allows you to handle situations without relying on others. Everyday convenience and efficiency. So many EDC tools, like maybe a multi tool, a flashlight, are really useful for everyday tasks, not just emergencies. A well planned EDC setup enhances daily functionality. And then also, a good EDC setup includes tools for self defense and situational awareness, keeping you ready for potential threats. While EDC setups vary based on personal needs and environment, Here are some key items that I think every prepper should consider carrying. So, a pocket knife or a multi-tool. This serves multiple purposes from either self-defense to survival to basic repairs. A flashlight. A compact, high-lumen flashlight ensures visibility in low-light situations and also could serve as a self-defense tool. A fire-starting tool, right? A lighter, a ferro rod could help in emergencies, survival situations where fire is needed for maybe warmth or signaling. Maybe a tactical pen, right? Used to where you can either write with it or kind of serves as maybe a discreet self-defense tool if you're unable to carry a knife or a bang bang. Next, first aid supplies, man. Just carry a small first aid kit with maybe bandages, antiseptic wipes, something like that. Also, a paracord or small rope, something useful for a variety of survival applications from securing gear to making emergency repairs. Um, and then we have emergency cache and identification. So if electronic payments fail or you need something to quickly verify your identity, having cash and an ID on you is crucial. Next, a personal events tool. Yep, I'm not saying GUN because when I do say that, YouTube likes to not put my videos out, right? So, a personal defense tool. Now, this depends on your local laws. If you can't carry a bang bang, then this could also be maybe pepper spray, a knife, or something like that. Next, a portable charger or battery backups, ensuring that your phone and electronic gear stays powered up in emergencies is pretty damn crucial. One thing I do want y'all to remember is not all preppers have the same needs, right? Your EDC should be tailored to your daily routine, your your location where you live at, and what kind of risk factors, right? I mean, you got to consider, is it urban or rural, right? Maybe what type of weather conditions do you live in? If you're up north, I mean, maybe carrying another hoodie, right? A light jacket or something like that. Or in the south, shit, it might be mosquito spray. I don't know, right? But just remember that what I carry on me might not be the exact thing what you carry on you, okay? And that's all right. That's the way it should be. So a prepper's mindset isn't just about preparing for large scale disasters. It's about being ready for the unexpected, anytime, anywhere. EDC is your first line of defense in personal preparedness. It provides you with the tools to handle emergencies, enhances security, and increases your self reliance in everyday life. By assembling a well thought EDC kit for you, right, tailored to your needs, you ensure that you never get caught off guard. Remember, preparedness isn't a one time action, it's a lifestyle. What's in your pockets could be the key to your survival. All right, guys, so number 8, OPSEC. Here you are now. What the hell is OPSEC? Operational security. This pretty much means keeping your mouth shut about your preps. Don't post your stash of food on social media. Don't tell your nosy neighbor how many cases of MREs that you have. Because believe me, when disaster strikes, the last thing you want is a bunch of unprepared folks knocking on your door. Or worse, trying to take what's yours. Stay low key, have a trusted group, and keep your supplies secure. So, number 9, plan and practice escape routes. So, if you had to leave your house right now, I mean, like right now, do you know where you'd go? Have multiple routes planned, right? Whether it's by foot or car, right? Have a meetup location for your family members. Practice evacuations. That way, so you're not scrambling at the last minute. And yes, this means actually getting your ass off the couch and testing your bug out plan. All right, guys. So, number 10, this is the last one. Keep learning and stay ready. And I know that sounds kind of simple, right? So, prepping isn't just a one and done deal, it's a lifestyle. Like I've said several times during this video, learn new skills. Fire starting, self-defense, gardening, ham radio. I mean, there's so much. Stay up to date with world events. And most importantly, keep improving your preps. Don't get complacent. All right, guys. So that is the 10 things we must do right now for new preppers, right? To start prepping. If you made it through this far of the video, congratulations. You're already ahead of 90% of the population. Then do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down there. Also, hit the like button for this video, and please share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, being prepared isn't paranoid. It's just fucking smart. Stay ready, stay safe. I'll see you on the next one. Remember, those who prepare today survive tomorrow. Thank y'all. Patriot Prepper out.